Welcome back, video number 7. When it comes to the Baker Act and believing that once you're released, well, that record of your having been Baker Act disappears. No, it's there forever. If there is records, medical records, either from a hospital or a Baker Act facility, it's there forever. If there's a police report, well, it's there forever. If there's an order that's been entered by a judge saying that you have to stay longer, that's there forever. There is nothing I can do to change any of that. And my heart breaks for folks that have been Baker Acted, because I get these calls all day long. It's affected my employment. It's affected my reputation in the community. I can't own a firearm. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about any of that stuff. It's not like a criminal case where I can seal, where I can expunge. Now, it's supposed to be confidential, but confidentiality is never absolute, which is why I say that you should fight like hell to get out, right? We should file something with the court. And part of the reason to do that is that if this is ever found, at least you can say, look, I get it. I got Baker Acted, but you know what? I fought to get out. I hired a lawyer, and it turns out that they held me illegally. My rights were violated. And so, yeah, I got Baker Acted, but guess what happened? Once I hired a lawyer, they let me go. As opposed to, well, I didn't do anything. I didn't bother to fight. So I guess that the appearance is, well, then obviously I got legally Baker Acted. There was something wrong with me. Do you see the perception? I'm not saying this is right. I'm just telling you how things work in the real world. And all the videos I make about the Baker Act, Marchman Act, guardianship, mental illness, substance use, all of that stuff is based on how things work in the real world. And in the real world, people perceive how you acted. So my opinion, my position in every video I've ever made about the Baker Act is that you should fight to get out, irrespective of how this might affect your future or your employment or the perception of you in the community. You should fight to get out. Why do you want to stay there, right? Why do you want to leave a loved one there? And so you got to take action here, okay? I mean, you could wait. You could wait. I mean, are you going to get out? For the most part, eventually you'll get out. But how long do you want to wait? How long do you want to leave your loved one sitting there? Because bad things happen to really good people in Baker Act facilities. And again, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you how this works in the real world. And unfortunately, most of the time, absent some type of physical damage or some type of civil rights violation, you can't sue for any of this stuff. If I could sue for all of these, and believe me, I wish I could, I'd be sitting on the beach. I've joked about this before. I'd be sitting in the Bahamas on the beach sipping pina coladas. But you can't sue for any of this stuff, even if they did it illegally. So yeah, you got to fight like hell to get out. You really have to. And you want something that you can say, look, I fought to get out and I did get out because they held me illegally. So that's my 2 cents. In the meantime, if there's an issue going on in your family where there's substance use, mental illness, and you've got a loved one that either won't go to treatment, won't stay in treatment, won't take their medications, and you're tired of the chaos, let's have a conversation. Let's figure out if we can help you to end this nightmare. But it means you got to pick up the phone and have a conversation with us. Also included in the description for this video is a link to our brand new book, all about the Marchman Act. Florida's amazing, wonderful statute that's unique to Florida, that allows us to put people into treatment for up to 3 months at a time, which we can repeat when there's a primary substance use disorder. And I wrote this book for you. There's written chapters, there's video, and it's free. You click on the link, you give us your name, your email address, and we will send it to you. If there's another issue that's going on in your family and I haven't made a video about it, well, post in the comments. Let me know. I'll make you that video. I want you to get the information that you need. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the Google algorithm. And if you want more of this content that I make every day, please subscribe to the channel. With that said, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.